guys, what's up? So I'm just here drinking a little of my coffee early this morning with Totoro. I hope everybody's week is going well, off to a good start. The holidays are coming up, and I was thinking about you guys because, you know, many of you comment in my videos that you find that it's relaxing to watch videos like my vlogs with my mom and us having a good time, and I really love sharing those aspects of my life with you all. One of the reasons I was motivated, I think, to start vlogging and to sharing my life on the internet is, you know, a long time ago I was living by myself, away from family, and working very long hours. And I found YouTube to be one of the most therapeutic things to come home to, just to watch people in their, you know, day-to-day routine with their families and traditions. I found it really kind of was very helpful in getting through times like the holidays where I might not necessarily have the freedom in my work schedule to travel home. And I know a lot of you out there work long hours, and you know, maybe you're in school far away from family, and the holidays can be really hard. You might not be able to go home to visit them. But you know, I want to encourage you to really celebrate the holidays regardless of if you have your family around. You know, you can enjoy them by yourself, by yourselves. I certainly always did. But I have some fun recipes that you guys have been asking me for in a lot of my videos. You see me making them with my mom. We plan to have them throughout the holiday seasons this year, and so I wanted to go ahead and provide you all with the recipes and show you how I make them. They're easy and things that you can either have just for yourself or you can share with friends, family, etc. And you guys know that I really enjoy the Four Sigmatics drinks. It's currently what I'm drinking right now, is the Four Sigmatics instant coffee with cordyceps in it. I really enjoy it, and you guys see me drink it all of the time. And in the recipes that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, I've been using a lot of the Four Sigmatics elixirs and a lot of their latte mixes in fun recipes, and I find that they really enhance the flavors of foods, and I've really been having a fun time using them in cooking in addition to just drinking them in beverages. You guys know I love the Four Sigmatics drink mixes. I consume them largely for the taste. I think they taste fantastic. They really impart an earthiness, a richness to foods and beverages. They really just enhance culinary experiences that you might have, and they're a really nice treat. And they've partnered with me on this video again, so thank you for that. And so I have a coupon code to share with you guys, so make sure you check the description box down below. If you've never purchased from them before, I encourage you to use that. Down below you can save yourself some cash on them, and it'll be a fun way to get yourself started. They make excellent gifts for the holidays. You can give them to friends, family, yourself. And I personally really enjoy them, and many of you have purchased them since watching me consume them, and you iterate in the comments that you love them and are really enjoying them. So I thought these recipes would be fun to share with you guys. They're currently having a sale right now, so it's a really good time to stock up. You know, and since my last video sharing some of the recipes that I enjoy with their mixes, they've come out with these new latte mixes that I've talked about in my vlogs that are really delicious. So in the recipes that I'm going to be sharing today, you'll see me use the latte mixes. They're some of my favorites, and so I'll list them down below. And Four Sigmatics really enriches the flavor of these kind of otherwise basic foods, and can really make you enjoy the experience all the more. So with that, I'm going to get into the meat of the video, which is sharing the recipes with you guys. So the first recipe is for a sunflower cracker move over wheat thins. These are really delicious. I'm just going to preheat my oven here to 300 degrees. Now, this recipe comes from a blog, Mary's Test Kitchen. I really enjoy it quite a bit, so I will list a link to her blog post for this recipe down below so you guys know all the ingredients and proportions, etc. But you just need a little handy food processor. And I am going to be using the Golden Latte Mushroom Mix. This is very delicious. It has shiitake in it and tulsi, really give it an extra earthy, rich creaminess to the latte. If you've ever had a golden latte, the signature ingredient, of course, is turmeric, but this also has black pepper and zero caffeine and only 1 gram of sugar. It's very, very low glycemic load. Just adding some chia seeds to the food processor here, kind of act as the binder in this recipe, but the real bulk of the cracker are sunflower seeds. I really love sunflower seeds quite a bit. These are raw, unsalted, shelled sunflower seeds. I think they're kind of an underdog in the nut seed world. They're great for people trying to quit chewing tobacco, that's for sure. And they're also delicious. So I'm just going to add my turmeric golden latte here. You could use other flavors from their selections. The mushroom mocha is really good in this recipe, as is their chill with REISHI hot chocolate. You can make a chocolate cracker that is really good. Look how vibrant that turmeric is there. Now, the Four Sigmatics Golden Latte Mix, it clocks in at about $2 per serving, which is pretty affordable. You can't buy stale drip coffee in most coffee shops for $2 a serving. That's Tybee, my mom's dog. He hates the sound of the food processor and the seeds. They hurt his ears. Poor Tybee. Plus, he thinks he's going to get a carrot. He doesn't realize I'm making these, not carrots. But anyways, yeah, very affordable. And if you subscribe, once you get hooked like myself, if you subscribe, you get 20% off of that and free shipping. So definitely worth it. Again, check out the descripto below for a coupon code, but that's about the pulse that you want on the meal for the crackers here. And you want to make sure you scrape all that deliciousness out of the bowl into another bowl. And now you're just going to add your liquid. I'm getting really zany here and adding apple cider vinegar as my liquid. It gives it a nice tang, but you could just use water. I've also used pickle juice in this recipe. It's really good. And so yeah, that is about what it looks like, and you can see those chia seeds really absorb all the liquid, and you just use a spatula to pull everything down from the edges of the bowl, and you've got a nice dough there. Now you're just going to use some parchment paper, and this is a little trick. Parchment paper, as it rolls up on itself, just fold it into quarters and flip it on the opposite side. It'll lie flat for you and be less unwieldy. Just gonna dump out my ball of turmeric dough here and get it rolling with my fancy rolling pin there, the apple cider vinegar. Hey, and you can see it rolls out really nicely, and that's about the thickness you want. You can make them a little bit thinner, but then you're gonna score them with just a butter knife. And I kind of like keeping it rustic. I'm not super precise. Obviously you're gonna have some edges there that aren't gonna be quite a full-size cracker, but that's no loss. You can snack on those edges as you go once they come out of the oven. Just trimming the excess parchment paper here, and then you just pop it on a cookie sheet and into the oven. And these bake for about 32 minutes. And then you want to let them come to a complete cool, and once they're completely cool, they just pop and break right along those scored lines. You can see here, there's the line that I scored with the butter knife, and snap! Very tasty. And yeah, this is kind of a fun little quick and easy activity that you can do. This is something fun to do with friends as well. Or while you're watching a favorite show. Comment below what your favorite holiday shows are, holiday movies are. And yeah, like I said, the edges, you can snack on those. And alright, next recipe is a very easy rice pudding with the CHAI Latte Mushroom Mix. This has to be one of my absolute favorites of their latte mixes. It has turkey tail and reishi in it, and it's got cardamom in it, really nice flavor. Only 1 gram of sugar, no caffeine whatsoever. pairs really nicely in this just basic, I call it a rice pudding, but because it's got a subtle sweetness from the chai latte mix, but it goes really well with this red rice. I'm not really a big rice fan, but I got this red rice recently at the grocery store in the clearance bin, and I am really liking it. It's higher in minerals, and it's got a higher micronutrient profile than just white rice, so I've really been liking it. But as far as the chai latte mix, no caffeine in this one, and it is pretty affordable. It's one of the more pricey of the latte mixes, coming in at $3 per serving. But for a chai latte, where you've got ingredients like cardamom, not to mention the reishi, that's actually pretty affordable. I was recently somewhere and ordered a chai latte in a coffee shop, and that bad boy clocked in at $5, and I had to go to great lengths to explain to them how I wanted it so that it wasn't super sweet. This is perfect, only 1 gram of sugar and $3, much better than what I had that day in the coffee shop. And I just add 1 packet per serving. I'm doing 4 servings here, just so that I can have it for the week, and I cook it in my multi-cooker here. You could use a rice cooker. It cooks really fast in this multi-cooker. It cooks in 10 minutes, and then the pressure comes down in about 10 minutes, and I take the lid off, and I like to eat it right out of the cooker. It's nice and warm. This is great when you have a big project that you have to work on and everybody's out Christmas shopping and you've got to write a paper or something and be focused. It's nice to have a warm, cozy bowl of this when you're waking up early in the morning and doing your work on the computer, just to enjoy and eat. It's tasty. It's better than oatmeal, honestly. Though I never thought I would say a rice dish was better than oatmeal, but yeah, it's really good. And of course, nothing in a bowl is complete without toppings. I enjoy topping this with just some hemp seeds for a little added protein. You can mix in protein powder into this if you want more protein, but you know, I'm kind of enjoying it this way. This is also good as a dessert. And I like topping it with a date. I'm just removing the pit here so I don't injure my teeth. But look how fancy that is with my cute little pumpkin there for festive decor. Next up is another breakfast healthy win, a chia seed pudding. I'm going to be using the matcha latte. This one is really, really good. Comes in with MAITAKE mushrooms and the matcha. Again, I'm going to be using chia seeds in this to make a chia seed pudding, and I'm also going to make a chia cranberry compote to top it with. Ooh. I don't sweeten my cranberry. I know I'm unconventional, but if you want to, you can add maple syrup. Then you just need a little non-dairy milk, very few ingredients. So first up, I'm just going to make the cranberry compote. I've made this in other vlogs before, but and I'll put the recipe down below, but you just add water, and if you want to sweeten it, you would add your sweetener to the water at this point. You bring the water to a boil. You can see I have it here in a saucepan. And once it comes to a boil, you add fresh cranberries. I love fresh cranberries. They're so beautiful. And once they get to popping, love that popping sound, so festive. Once they get to popping, you reduce the heat, let them cook down to about the consistency shown there. Transfer to a pyrex bowl, and you're going to add some chia seeds to this that will soak up that extra liquid and gel as the cranberry cools. Just let it cool there on the countertop, and that'll turn into a nice jelly. Meanwhile, you can make the chia seed pudding. I'm just going to heat up some non-dairy milk, 1 cup here in the microwave. You could do this on the stove if you don't have a microwave. The purpose of heating it is solely to help the matcha latte dissolve into it a little bit faster, a little more expeditiously. I'm using a little handheld whisk here. 4 SIGMATIC sells a handheld whisk as well. This one is an old one my mom happened to have. But the 4 SIGMATIC one's the one I use at home. It's really good. I recommend it. And you just mix it up and put it in a pretty glass there and add some chia seeds. Give it a zhuzh with a fork and let it kind of gel. I let it gel in the fridge. You can see how the chia gels. Chia is gelling there in the cranberry compote. And my matcha latte pudding is all ready. I'm just topping it here with a little bit of that cranberry goodness, And yeah, it's delicious. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing those recipes. Look in the description box again for that coupon code, and also I will list the recipes down below, all of the ingredients that you need, my favorite elixirs that I used in these recipes, and some suggested alternatives. If you aren't so into some of the flavors, they have a great selection and I highly recommend them. I have really been enjoying them and continue to consume them. And like I said, they make fantastic gifts, and they make a fantastic gift for yourself. They end up being pretty affordable. I know people always comment that they're a little expensive, but drinks like this in coffee shops and specialty stores can really be expensive. And so this is kind of a nice way to dial in some of that spending during the holiday time when, you know, you're kind of overwhelmed with a lot of impetus to spend money. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the recipes today and you liked this video. If so, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.